Right, hi guys, I am absolutely currently frozen. Nothing is warming me up, but we are going to get on with making a posy today. So this is going to be a Christmas posy. And this is suitable for going in the centre of the dining table or your Christmas table. It can just be a Christmas decoration that you can put in your hallway, or just a Christmas decoration in general. Or sadly, it can be put on a grave as well. So first of all, what I've done, I've pre-soaked an 8-inch Oasis pad, and I've pre-cut some pine units to about this size. Now, what we're going to want to do is take the needles off the pine. So we've got a naked stem like this, so it goes nicely into the Oasis. And we really want to just follow the base around. And you're probably thinking, I need a better look at this, so I'll bring you towards me so you can see better. So we're going to be following the posy pad around with our pine so it goes in the same shape. So take the needles off. If the needles are hurting your hands, which they are already with me, you can just snip them with scissors at the bottom like this. Okay, so you get a nice clean stem. They don't necessarily have to be a naked stem like this, but make sure they're really cut down so they go nicely into the Oasis. Okay, and make sure you get similar lengths of the pine as well, so it just looks visually pleasing all the way around and it's nice and equal. Now, as you can see, as I am putting it around, I'm putting them as close to the foam base as possible. So if you can see where it's soaked here, and this is the base and that's foam. So we really need to put our stems like sitting on top of the foam but in the Oasis, just so we won't see any gaps in the bottom. So I will show you this all the way around because I'm doing a detailed one, so it'll be nice and informative for you. But if you do have any questions as I'm going along, please do ask in the comment section below and I will get back to you. And if you follow us on social media as well, you're more likely going to get a quicker reply there. So our Instagram is at Gems Floral Studio with a J. And our Facebook, if you just type in Gems Floral Studio, you'll find us there as well. So we put daily photos on. Well, I say daily, but we try to do daily of our work. And if there's anything that you need to know or you want to figure out how we do, we can help you with this also. Now don't worry, as you can see, some of mine are a bit longer than the other ones. We can just cut these down at the end, but it saves us a job if we get the same size in the first place. So this is actually the third tutorial I have filmed today. So we've done a wreath one, we've done a long and low table decoration, and this is the posy decoration as well. So this is actually going to be the last one we're going to put on because we've uploaded the wreath one first, then the long and low, and now the posy. So if this is the first video you're watching, please do go and check out those other two videos as well and be a Christmas decoration superstar. I think it's about -7 today. It's killing me. And the people in the US that are like in Wyoming or Canada, they're just like, oh, it's -30. Well, you do it in Fahrenheit, don't you? So I don't know what that is, but we do it in Celsius centigrade, whatever you call it. Right, and then we want to do the next layer, just like we did the first layer, but on top and just shorter pieces, because our base layer wants to be sticking out the most. Now, you can actually do this with any foliage, you don't necessarily have to do it with pine. I'm just showing you with pine because I can get this from a wholesale and it's really easy for me to get. So I don't have to go out foraging, but you guys can. Maybe next year actually I'll do a foraging one. That'll be really cool. And then I'll try to do one without the oasis, so it is things, if you're not a florist and you just do this as a hobby, then it's easy for you to do. But oasis is really easy to get, especially in England at the range or not B&M. Why can't I think of what the name's called? Hobbycraft. Oh, duh, Gemma, Hobbycraft. Right, that's a bit longer than that. You can just cut it down. Right, and then, well, let me just finish that bit actually. We don't necessarily have to hide all the gaps either, because we are going to be decorating this with baubles, dried fruit, pine cones, and we'll put in a poinsettia in the middle, because I think with this theme I'm going to go with pinks, silvers and golds, and just because I have those colours available at the moment, but you can do any colour that you like. They do amazing Christmas decorations that are bargains at B&M Bargains. I get all my baubles from B&M because they are good quality and they are cheaper than anywhere else. And you can get like big packets for like a tenner, like with 20 like average size baubles in, which is really, really good. And they come in like different patterns, and but I'll show you some of my ones in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, with our layer on top, we're going at an angle because we want it to come into the centre. So we're essentially making basically a dome shape. These will be quite nice to get little gifts as well. Because my retail price on these would be about £45, but you can do smaller ones, and if you're making them yourselves, then that's even better, isn't it? If you're making them yourselves with your things out your garden, then that's a cheaper way of doing it. And then if you finish and you do see any gaps, you can just pop more in, but we are putting a bit of eucalyptus in here as well. Okay, so as you can see, we've basically gone round, if it's easier to go round clockwise all the way around until you get to the centre. So we are just reaching the centre now. There we go, and then you can probably see gaps in the oasis here. So if you've got any of the little bits, just pop those in as well. It just helps hide it all, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Because in the centre of mine I'm putting a big artificial pink poinsettia, so we don't have to really cover the centre. Right, okay, so that is enough for my pine, and I'm really happy with the shape. But I do have some eucalyptus as well to add texture and a different colour of green. So we'll just move those over. grab our eucalyptus, and then I just cut little units off like this. Take the bottom off so you've got a naked stem so it goes nicely into the oasis. And then just go along, putting it into the gaps in the same direction that you've done your pine. Then it will look lovely and neat. I did do another tutorial on this as well, and I used holly, but the holly really hurts your hands. So when it pricks you, it feels like there's poison going up your fingers. So I was like, I'm just gonna make life easier for myself and just do it without the holly. Because if you've heard on our other videos that I've actually already done this tutorial, but my SD card got lost in the post when I was sending it off to my sister to edit it. So yes, it's all fun and games at the busiest time of year. But I make time to do everything, that's a bit too long. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough eucalyptus in there. And then that is our foliage base. Okay, now we are going to decorate it. Right, guys, I did tell a bit of a fib. I said we were going to do golds and pinks, but I couldn't find any gold bubbles, so we're going with silver. And I pre-wired them over here. So I've got the baubles, got pine cones, got dried fruit, and we've got this artificial sparkly poinsettia that's pink. And then we are going to learn how to wire them. So with the dried fruit, all we need to do is just put them together like this, put the wire through the flesh of both of them, make a hook like so, and then wrap the two wires around each other. That's nice and secure. Then the pine cone, we need to go through the pines to the centre, wrap tightly around the whole thing, get the two ends and twist around together. There we go. Oh, can you hear that? Okay, and then the bauble, where this little piece of string goes, you can cut the string off or not. You just put your wire around the loop, make a hook, put the two wires together like this, wrap them around each other, should I say. There we go, and then we are all good to go to decorate our posy. So I'm gonna cut the price tag off. So that was £4 from B&M. And then just fluff this out a little bit. And then basically I'm going to want to cut this down, just like you would cut a flower really, but cutting into the wire. Because we're going to put this in the centre. Oh, that was nice and easy. And then just plonk it into the centre, if it will do it for me. There we go. Beautiful. And then I'm going to go in with the baubles and just evenly distribute these round and then cut the wires to your desired length. With the wires also, so my wires are like these. It doesn't particularly matter what gauge you have in the wire. You can get these in the florist section, in the range, just as long as they're not too thick. So you can't cut them and wire them around your materials. So just cut the wires down as you would a flower stem. So these are the baubles also that I was talking about earlier from B&M. Like, they're really, really cheap and they've got really nice different textures on them as well. They're really cool. Put some of these around the front. And then just go around adding those all in. So I think I've got like 15 baubles. You don't have to use that many. But please just make sure that they are nice and securely in, because if you are putting this on a grave also, they really need to be secure so that they can take any weather. So this comes out, so I know that it's an 8-inch posy pad, but that needs to be cut down. It comes out to about 12 inches. So it is a nice decent size if you wanted it on the Christmas table as well for the centre decoration. God, these wires really aren't happy with me today. When I was doing the long and low, they were doing the same thing. Get stuck in. I hope it's looking good at the front. I can't really see it that well. Then we will go in with our lovely pine cones. So exactly the same thing. Oh, I keep leaning down, my back hurts so badly. I get such bad sciatica, especially at this time of year. Like leaning down to do all the Christmas decorations. It's like a sign that I'm getting old. So my sister's coming back for Christmas tomorrow. So I've made 3 videos for her to edit. We're going to try and get them on, one of them on tomorrow and 2 of them on Saturday because, well, it's Thursday today, sorry, I should have said that. Just because we're so late in uploading. So I'm gonna be like, oh, you got 3 videos to edit. She's gonna be like, oh, I came home for Christmas and now I've got to work. And she's gonna be listening to this as well, thinking, what a freak. Okay, so, oh, that one's not in properly. Okay, so that, I don't know if that pine cone's same, but here's how it's looking so far. What do you think? Right, and then just going with our dried fruit. Nice and traditional Christmas decorations. Again, you can dry these fruit yourselves if you want to. You can put them by the radiator overnight and they should dry out in like a couple of days. You can put them in the microwave. I have never done that, but if you want to try that out, please do tell me how that goes. And I don't actually know why I haven't tried it. I might try it out in a bit actually and tell you how it goes in the next video. Well, the reason probably is why, because I can just buy these. I don't have to bother putting them in the microwave or anything. And I hope this is all making sense. If you do need to ask any questions, please do put it in the comment box below. Now I've turned it round, I'm thinking that my poinsettia doesn't look even. So I'm just gonna push it over there, that way that's better. I think that looks in the centre. Yeah. get really bad OCD when things aren't like symmetrical and even. Right, it is done now, guys. And how simple was that? Well, I say that, but I do loads of these, so it would be simple for me. So I've just trimmed that down a bit so it looks even more round. Ooh, here she is. What do you think? Please leave us a comment. Thank you so much for watching. If you did find this video informative and you'd like to see more, please do subscribe, like and comment, and we will see you in the next video.